It's hard to believe today is the 5th anniversary of the city's bankruptcy, but the historic filing helped lay the foundation for the revival that's taking place now. 7 investigator Jim Kurtzner took us through that long and painful process then. He's live at City Hall tonight with where we are now 5 years later. Jim?
That's right, Dave. 5 years ago today, I was standing right here with the breaking news that was really heard around the world. The city was $18 billion in debt, running out of cash, and it was a wild ride to fix it.
We have breaking news. Detroit has filed for bankruptcy.
Nobody was really sure where the bottom was before that happened.
Everybody here expected this day was coming. Detroit felt broke, trying to operate with broken down police cars, fire trucks, ambulances, and buses. We learned during bankruptcy at some fire stations, alarms came in by fax machine, knocking over a pop can. The address of the fire on the paper. Detroit was a very dangerous city.
Response times over an hour.
By that winter, the cold, hard truth became clear. Detroit needed to cut billions. It was a painful process in and outside of court. Retirees facing cuts in their twilight years in pensions and what was supposed to be guaranteed health care coverage. They turned their collective voices into a small city inside the big city, affecting 23,500 retirees.
They're proposing, I think it's an approximate 87% reduction in retiree health insurance. Can you imagine what that means?
The so-called grand bargain was crafted to protect a precious city asset, the Detroit Institute of Arts collection of masterpieces that creditors were hungry to sell off, but to also help those retirees. It's $350 million from the state, $350 million from foundations to save DIA art and to soften pension cuts. The bankruptcy only happened because Detroit was under a state takeover. Governor Rick Snyder appointed an emergency manager to run the city. His pick, Kevin Orr, just happened to be a bankruptcy attorney.
What needed to be done for the city to get its finances back on track had not been done through the political process.
My job was to boil it all down, including the final plan of adjustment, about to go before the judge. We talked with emergency manager Kevin Orr just a short time ago. What's the likelihood he would blow this thing up?
You know, Jim, I'm going to stay away here again from likelihoods. I think we've met all the conditions we need to meet.
Bankruptcy stopped the bleeding and the city continues on a comeback, but there's one group still not on a comeback trail: retirees paying the rest of their lives. They're part of the story next hour at 6. Live downtown, Jim Kurtzner, 7 Action News.